Let's do a blind comparison of two lower proof small batch bourbons that I'm not that crazy about. This 1792 small batch and this Elijah Craig small batch. I've done a lot of videos where I have reviewed their higher proof siblings, the 1792 full proof, 125 proof, and the Elijah Craig barrel proof. Any one of the batches, ranging, anywhere, high 120s to low to mid 130s in proof. Love the full proof, the cash, the barrel strength, and the higher proof siblings of these. But for some reason, these lower proof versions of the same juice, I'm not crazy about. Now, as a footnote, the Elijah Craig small batch actually was one of the earliest bourbons that I had, and at the time I liked it. But as I got into higher proof bourbons, I didn't think the same way. The small batch 1792, I just never was crazy about at all. So since I like their higher proof siblings so much, I figured I would come back to these two, do a blind of them, see how I feel about them now, see if I can pick them out, and which I prefer of the two of them, or rather maybe which is less offensive. Let's put it that way. The proofs is virtually the same. The 1792 is 93.7 proof. Elijah Craig 94 proof. This is the Sazerac Company, Barton 1792 Distillery. This is Heaven Hill. Both non-age stated. The mash bill on the 1792, it's not stated, but it's figured to be getting to be a high, not super high rye bourbon, but at least 15% rye approximately in this. This is a little lower rye. This is disclosed, 78 corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley. So let's compare them, see how we like them, what we think about them now, and which we prefer, or rather, again, which is less offensive. Here we go. Okay, so we have these poured up, mixed up, have no idea which is which, going to look straight ahead. This is interesting. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. I saw this small sample. I'm like, let's put these two together and see, and I'll do other similar blinds as well. Color, actually, I thought the color looked a little bit darker on this one, possibly, but let's give this one a nose. Now, there's on a lot of these lower proof, not as low as 80, but lower proof bourbons, I get a sense of a graininess on some of them, both in the smell and the taste. I'm getting a little bit more of that graininess on this one, but the real proof is in the taste. Cheers. Cheers. Okay. Try this again. Cheers. On this one. All right, of the two of them, similar where I said there was a little bit more in grain, a little less on this one. In line with that, I think I prefer this glass a little bit better. Has a little bit more richer taste than this one, a little less graininess. So I'll go with this one. And given that there's a little more, maybe a little more flavor in this one, I'm going to guess this one maybe has a little bit more rye. So I'm going to go say that I prefer this better, and I'm thinking this is a 1792 small batch. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's put the glasses in order here. That's interesting. Now, the funny thing here is that, again, this used to be early on one of my first and favorite bottles, really, really early on. I mean, even before, Buffalo Trace and that stuff. But we're talking about literally not that far after just crossing over into bourbon from Jack Daniel's. So, although I don't prefer either one of these, and I absolutely prefer both of the higher proof siblings, I guess of this one, maybe it's the higher rye in here. So surprising. I really didn't know what to expect. But now that I know each one in this order, let me try this once more. Yeah, it makes sense. Now, I'm not sure if I've done this blind before, and if I haven't, I will. I would put the Elijah Craig barrel proof against the full proof on this one. That may be different, and I can't predict what I might think on that one because I love them both. But I have this thing, and this also applies to the Larceny small batch and some others where just the lower proof I just don't prefer. But anyway, for this one, as much as I criticize it, the 1792 small batch is the winner of this lower proof not so great, low proof, small batch blind. Cheers.